especially if your name is McKenna or Ethan, because you are up first. Well, how are you? You want to debate again? Come on back, Aaron. Come on, you sure? Come on, right now? All right. With your teammates. Sit with your teammates.
Wait, so would that mean I'm...
Everybody is. It takes about 10 seconds of going, and then you feel great. Everybody has said that.
Wouldn't that mean I'm going second or something?
Yes, if you're with Ethan's team.
Aiden, guess what? I think what?
May I use the
Yes, go for it. Get our teams up right away. McKenna's team, Ethan's team, get up here. McKenna's team, Ethan's team, sit with your teams up there. Also, if your name is not McKenna, you should have all your either your computer or handwriting stuff able to help. And then whoever's not presenting over here, have your stuff out so you can help your group.
My mom just texted me and told me that the live stream isn't working.
Yep, she's on the wrong one. Tell her to try that. Just put it up about 5 seconds. If you got any,
Wait, Mr.
or a piece of paper, you'll be taking notes. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start right at the bell. Guys, come on up. We don't need an audience here. Come on up. Is there anyone going today that is going to step in front of the podium? So I'm going to move this. I've only had one person. I'm not expecting it. Pinnock was the one so far. That's good. How's it going? All right, here's how this is going to work. Here's your schedule. It's not perfect, but it's about in 5-minute intervals. After somebody gets ready, we clap real loud. They come up, they give their speech, we clap real loud again. And then be ready 3 people to share 3 things they did well. Okay? Make sure while they're going, you're trying to think of what are the 3 arguments she came up with, so you can feed back to your rebuttal person. If you hear evidence, I get that down. Any way you want to twist her words. If you hear a way, oh, she said this, let's twist it this way. That's smart. You can see a big difference. And I won't make you put a mask on, but there's a very big difference, I would say, or can you tell a big difference with my mask is on and off? I'm speaking at the exact same volume. So just be aware of that. You can totally keep your mask on if you want to. I get the comfortability level is different. We're all like at least 15 feet away, but totally up to you. Questions at all? Oh my gosh, I had a foot stomp today. That was fantastic. It was Finley little foot stomp. It was great. Yep. What else? Oh, I think I have had, so don't be nervous coming up. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. You're all going to be nervous coming up here. Are you nervous right now? Are you going today? Are you nervous? See, not even going today, I'm still nervous. So here's the deal. Every single person is nervous right now if they're presenting. There's not a single person who's not nervous, okay? It's every single person that went today agreed with this. I asked every one of them. You are going to be nervous and your heart is going to be beating. You go for about 10 seconds, and after about 10 seconds of your speech, all of that fades away, and your brain just jumps right into the gestures, the emphasized words, it all goes away after about 10 seconds, I promise. And then you feel fantastic when you're done. Cool? All right. We do have 3 people on the live stream, Allie, so we might be good. So boom, there you go. All right, and this is about stricter gun laws, correct? What's your topic? Free college and free college tuition? There it is. All right. I also come up and take a picture of you. I'm going to make like 8 Instagram posts. If you want me to do it live while you're speaking, most of before you start speaking. Cool. All right, hop on up. You would want. So here, I know it's weird. I would just like pretend you have 1,000 people here, even though they're kind of all over here. I'll be over here. Zwank will be your middle. So you'll have people in all of them. Cool. Well, no, pretend like there's 4 people there, 4 people there, and 4. There are people scattered around. They're scattered around. All right, here you go. Let's get your picture taken. All right. All right, go for it. What? No, this is nonsense.
As a nation, we are carrying over $1.3 billion in loans to afford college. Wow, that's quite a bit. That's enough money to buy over 32,500 small homes for the homeless, yet our money is all invested in college and not the places that need it. Every single kid in this nation, this world, deserves a chance to make a life out of themselves. Lower to middle class families and citizens are the most affected by the rising cost of college, and it doesn't stop there. Our economy is being destroyed every second of every day from the rising costs of our nation. Education is essential to the well-being of our world. Everyone plays a part in building our nation, and it's up to us to get everyone through school so we can keep growing as a community. The people that line the streets, fake smiles, and just try to live another day need the biggest amount of help. It's not just people, it's our world, our freedom as U.S. citizens. What do you think would happen if we sunk so low into debt, into an economic crisis that there is no way out? Well, that's what's happening now. We're digging our own death pit, and no one is doing anything to stop it. Say goodbye to freedom. Say goodbye to getting new clothes, food, housing, whenever you feel like it. In a few years, that's all over. Watch your kids grow up in a world of worry, of pain, and when they look at you with desperation in their eyes, remember today, the day you said no to a better future. Former President Rutherford B. Hayes believed that all kids should have a chance at free education, whether their family was rich or poor. He said, "Life in college uncovers characters almost as in war." This shows that when kids have a chance to learn who they can be and be able to discover who they are, you can see what type of person they will become. In college, many kids bunk with people they don't know. This helps them grow outside of their comfort zone. College also helps kids learn how to make a living and help the world around them. Some very successful people, such as J.K. Rowling, famous book writer of the Harry Potter series, grew up poor. When they got the chance to go to college, their life changed. We shouldn't deprive a child of the greatness they can achieve just because of their background. The next greatest mathematician, author, musician, or even president could be hidden down with the poor, suffering to put food on the table every night, or up with the rich, swallowed and drowned in the pressure their parents put on them. We need to give them an escape. Kids need to learn how to make a future out of themselves, no matter where they grew up or started out, rich or poor. One of the biggest impacts free college could have is with the less fortunate families of our society. To make our families proud is what many children dream of accomplishing. Lower and middle class citizens grow up in one of two ways: being loved or being forgotten. It takes a strong person to suffer alone. We don't know what's behind the masks of the people we love. Millions of families every day suffer to put food on the table for at least one meal. Getting a decent job takes more than a high school diploma. To make a better future for yourself and for the people around you, you need to live bigger and better. You need something that college can give you, a job that supports you and your family. College gives neat experience to kids about new friends, experience, and a new chance. Should we really deprive these children of a chance at a better life, a better future? Not only would having free college tuition help the less fortunate families of our society, but it would also help our economy. Washington Governmental Affairs Committee Chairman Fred Thompson and Ranking Member Senator Joseph Lieberman believe that ensuring affordable higher education is critical to maintain national competitiveness in a global economy. Highly trained, skilled workers power the economy. both because of the work they do and the revenue they generate as buyers and sellers of goods and services. If college becomes a luxury that an increasing percentage of the population cannot afford, the economic divide between the haves and the have-nots could undercut the American dream and stunt the nation's economic growth. This shows that not only could having free college impact our lives, but it can also impact our community and global economy. Prices do not show signs of going down anytime soon. The projected cost of a 4-year degree in 18 years is over $250,000. If college costs continue to rise at a rate higher than wages, then college will become even more unaffordable to the majority of Americans. This is going to be an economic crisis if we do nothing. As college becomes a luxury that an increasing percentage of the population cannot afford, we are slowly going in a downward spiral. Do you really want the high college prices to leak into and disrupt our community? I don't. So why not act now to protect our economy and the people in it? Everyone is affected by debt and education. Everyone. If we would change just a little, if all we could do is help the poor over the rich, that would still make a difference. Instead of raising prices every year but lower them, reducing our economic crisis, then that would make a difference. If we had the courage to stand up and change this world for the better, in a way that would help the millions of people drowning in debt from college, or the people living on the streets, then our nation, our world would be unstoppable. Barack Obama once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek."
All right, 3 close. What did you do well? 3 things you did really well. Call 3 people on the fucking game real quick. All 3 people.
You memorized like all of it. How is it again?
Alright, class for McKenna, good job. Very memorized, well rehearsed, lots of pauses, lots of gestures, crushed it. Claps for Ethan. Alright, you feeling good, buddy? Hey, was it right after 10 seconds? Right? You slide right into it. Okay? I promise I'm not making this up. Oh, dude, sorry, I want to get it. Sweet. You can take it off 1% too if you want. You cool with yearbook getting pictures while you're going too? Yeah. You got it, bud. Crush them.
Things should always be changed for the better. We all know that. It's common sense, especially the things that need to be changed and the way that we change them. So what's one thing that needs to be changed? It's college. It's very simple. It's just college. College can tell you and other people around you your entire future sometimes. So how about we make sure it's a good future? How about live until your future starts? One way is to make sure that college tuition doesn't turn free for in-state residents. Kids are just like adults. They'll work to get what they want. If they know they have to work hard, listening class every day with work done, if they know that they can get by with less and still get into college, that is what they'll do. Was said by Albert Shanker, the late president of the American Federation of Teachers in 1993. He is saying that students will procrastinate until college if they have free tuition. They think that it will all come to them no matter what. They will have no work ethic. The standard will end up so low that what they want is just some sort of dream to them. That it was so very possible for their teachers and parents and grandparents when they went to college. So what if they did go to college? What about the students who do have the motivation to get to where they want? Well, they still can't, because how are they going to get that education when the colleges are in debt? The people teaching them can't get paid with free tuition. They can't pay property taxes, and they can't pay for the things you need to pass college. The college will shut. Think of this. You're a college student in the year 2020. Due to a pandemic, your school had to go online, and you were supposed to go to your online class with the school laptop provided by your school. But it didn't come in time. In fact, it didn't come at all because you and many other students could not get it because the college could not pay for it. Let's talk about that laptop. The laptop that was supposed to be in your hands so you could pass a class that nearly determined your entire future. Why didn't you get it? Because the college is still broke. They can't get you the things they need to get you to pass. We can see this coming from a mile away. Look at England. Between the 1960s and 1990s, they had a free college policy. And how did that work out? The enrollment rate did go up, but it went up so high that they had a 39% decrease in resources per student. Every student struggled and way less graduated. And it's not just the teachers and students that are affected financially, the government can be too. According to Mary Claire Amselm at the Philadelphia Inquirer, Germany, for example, saw a 37% increase in college subsidy costs to taxpayers once public universities removed tuition. And if you didn't know, a subsidy cost is money granted by the government to help a service or industry to gain a profit for both of them. So it's not just them who are involved, who are affected. Are you sure that all of this is what you want? Are you sure that you want to risk lives so they end up broke or homeless? Change it to save lives and change it to possibly save the world.
All right, three blows. Good job, my man. Keep going, yeah, what you got?
You did a lot of history. You were really confident what you were saying, and the voice was perfectly allowed for you to tell you the belief behind what you were saying.
I thought you did really good when, like, there was a time when you said teachers and you meant to say parents and grandparents, and you recovered from it really well. Like, I could tell you didn't mean to say that word, but you were ad-libbing, making stuff up in the moment. Like, you were really good off the top of your head, so well done. All right, claps again for these two groups. Head on out, get your rebuttals figured out. Let's get Tatum at the podium. Tatum's team here, Caden's team here. We are behind schedule by 5 minutes. Let's go, go, go. Literally jog up there. Hey, kiddo. Feel okay? Caden and Tatum, are you okay being in the yearbook? We're going to be taking pictures throughout this. It's a hard pass. No. None for this one. They say no on this one, okay? All right. Ethan, same thing. After 10 seconds, were you more comfortable?
Yeah, I got more.
I feel like the longer it goes, the more comfortable we get. All right. Claps for the always fun. Oh, we want to make maybe a little further. About that? And then you keep a mask on? It's up to you. You can keep it on or off. Gun control. So I think it's the flag. Yep. All All right, Tatum, let's get your picture. All right, kiddo. And then, are you guys heading out? Yeah. All right, head on out so we can get her started, okay? And then make sure to shut the door behind you over there, okay? Claps again for Tatum. Go, Tatum!
So mine's really short.
That's okay. That's okay. There's no length requirement.
Study shows that gun ownership correlates with more shootings, not fewer, which means that it's a lot more people that die with guns. So let's say that someone's getting guns, so a lot more people die with that than less. And gun control doesn't stop all deaths, but it will help with homicide, suicide, fatal gun accidents, robbery, aggravated assault, and rape. Gun licensing laws were associated with a 14% decrease in firearm homicides. Between 1999 and 2013, there were 270,237 firearm suicides just in the United States. In 2007 and 2011, there were 29,618,300 violent assault crimes committed. Only 235,700 protected themselves with the use of a firearm.
All right, and then somebody listening, for the 3 arguments is what you want to look for, and then 3 glows. Yeah, Allie, and then Jake.
You are really loud.
Really loud? Yep, I could tell you were well rehearsed, and you had emotion in your voice, so very good job. Okay. All right, claps. Oh wait, let's get the disinfected first, and then we will clap Kaden on up here. So go, Kaden. You're good.
The United States of America. Guns have been in the United States of America since it was first created. But recently, people have been pushing for there to be tighter background checks. So I'm here to tell you 3 reasons on why there should not be tighter background checks. One reason is there are already plenty background checks. The second being automatic rifles are no different than any basic pistol, and semi-automatic rifles do not account for a high mass of deaths. Now I'll dive more in depth into those reasons. Reason 1, there are already tight enough background checks. Many mass shooters and killers have had close to clean or clean background checks before they committed their crime. So this would be just a waste of people's money and stuff. So tightening background checks is just a waste of money. This was proved when the state of California tightened their background checks for 10 years, and the researchers at the UC Davis School of Medicine studied the average killing and found no difference. Reason 2, background checks to buy an assault rifle should stay the same as it is to buy a pistol. Jason Howmet, executive director of the NRA, said America banned what anti-gun activists call assault weapons from 1994 to 2004. And 2 independent justice departments found the ban had no impact on crime involving guns. These facts show that getting rid of assault rifles or making them harder to get would have no change. Think about it. You want a family that's living paycheck to paycheck, having to pay more taxes for something that wouldn't affect anything and could put their life at risk. Reason 3, semi-automatic weapons should not be banned or have any further background checks required to buy one. Jason Howmet also said semi-automatic rifles are popular in America today with more than 16 million around. They're used in less than 2% of all firearm homicides. That means every time an assault weapon was misused, nearly 16 million were. This proves that assault rifles are rarely misused and should not be an increase in background checks to buy one. Jennifer Lawrence, the singer, even came out publicly saying that she owns some guns and does not rules and background checks to change to buy all guns, including semi-automatic rifles. Now that I've gone over some reasons, including that there are already tight enough background checks, assault rifles are no different than any other guns, and semi-automatic weapons are the same as pistols. Think about this. When the government takes away citizens' rights to bear arms, it becomes citizens' duty to take away government's right to govern. That was said by the first president of the United States, George Washington.
All right, blows. What do you do well? Take out. Ella, take out again. All right.
He projected.
Projecting his voice.
I was gonna say
That's
that.
okay. Yes. Good job there. Sounded like you had a lot of passion and emotion in your voice, so I thought that was good. Pacing was good. I thought that you went slow, especially at the beginning, so I thought that was good too. Okay. Claps for both groups. Head out to the hallway, and let's get Allie at the mic. Allie's group here, Luke's group here. We are 2 minutes behind, so let's hustle, hustle, hustle. You're gonna go here. You can go here. Okay. Oh man, and you've got the most, Allie. 6 people on this live stream. You must have people all over the globe checking you out.
Miss Thompson shows it in the class.
Did she? Or the year. Oh, and then you can go and photograph here. You can photograph these 2 groups if you want. Okay, let's have everybody that's an audience member move up so it's not like everyone's so far away from Allie. Let's move up a little bit. Also, are you staying behind the podium?
Can you go in front of it?
You can. I've had one person get in front of it, but I will be
Well,
moving.
I feel like my voice is kind of.
It's unless you plan it, stay back there. Okay. I just have to move this if you want. All right. Did I get your picture?
Not yet. For what they doing?
What I do? Oh, so what's your topic?
Unisex bathroom.
Unisex or gender neutral? I'm not sure what we put up there. Unisex. Okay, cool.
But mine.
Oh, hold on. Oh, you're gonna mask on your own? Okay. Then I want to. Okay. What's your question? Oh, well, then take it off.
No, I don't want.
You're like McKenna. Fine. All right. You feeling good? All right. Go for it, Allie.
Resolved, Waukee Public Schools will implement gender-neutral bathrooms in secondary schools. Amanda Siskin from the NNCCJ contributor stated there are 4,000 plus colleges and universities in the United States. Only 150 of them have implemented unisex bathrooms into their facilities. Only 150. Today we're going to prove that transgender and gender nonconforming students will feel more comfortable, people will feel more equal, and children who are disabled will all benefit from gender. The first reason why we should put them at Waukee is it will make transgender and gender non-binary students feel way more comfortable when they need to go to the bathroom. A person changing their gender identity is a newer concept to the world, but people are coming out everywhere and every day. And all they really want from everyone else around them is support. And that is exactly what Waukee wants to give them. At other schools, children are forced to use the bathroom of the gender they are born in. In recent judgment by the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Florida, they found, quote, a public school may not punish its students for gender nonconformity. Neither may a public school harm transgender students by establishing arbitrary separate rules for the restrooms. This shows that even the law supports that transgender and gender non-binary students should have equal access to the bathroom of their choice. And by making the bathrooms gender neutral, we wouldn't even run into this problem because everyone would use the same bathroom. A student should not have to be closeted because the school wants them to be. If a student was born male and has come out as female, we should be proud and accepting of them, not trying to tear them down and make them feel like they don't belong. Some students don't identify as a gender at all. This is called gender non-binary or gender non-conforming. When they are told they must use a certain restroom, it might make them feel as comfortable, as why should they be forced into using that restroom when they identify as neither male nor female? Everyone just wants to be accepted and appreciated. And by making the bathrooms gender neutral, we would be able to make sure everyone felt the same. According to a gender PAC survey conducted in 2007, 141 schools have established gender neutral restrooms. The effect of this change was outstanding. It reduced so much stress from the trans children who worried constantly every day about what they would do if they had to use the bathroom. It also made these kids happier. But gender neutral bathrooms don't only benefit transgender and gender non-conforming students. These new restrooms will also benefit students with a disability, because if they were unable to use the restroom by themselves, a male or female aide could come to assist them. This would make it easier on the aide and the student because it would be understood that the aide was there to help them. We have mentioned students who are transgender, gender non-binary, and have a disability. But these new bathrooms would send the message of equal treatment for all. It doesn't matter your gender, gender identity, race, beliefs, religion, or social status. Gender-neutral bathrooms imply inclusion for all.
Good job. All right. 3 close. What did she do really well? Were you listening, Kate? What'd she do well? I saw you clapping. I'm putting you on the spot since you're not doing a debate. What'd she do well? You can do it. I'm going on 2 people. You're going to be my third. Okay? I'll come back to you.
You had a lot of emotion in your voice.
For sure, Logan? Absolutely. And Kate? Really loud, and she's way far away, so she can attest to that. I thought it was very well rehearsed, very sassy, and well written. So good job. All right, now Luke is coming up, right? So claps for Luke. And then it's going to be, you're taking notes now. You're trying to identify his 3 options. Lila, were you able to get 3 out of that? Perfect. All right, feeling good? One thing, I'll say this, he didn't want me to say it, but I'll say it. Luke was a little worried about giving this because it's not how he truly feels, and he was worried about that. So be cool giving that disclaimer. Okay. Can I get your picture first? Sweet. All right. And then you go whenever you're ready, my man.
Our team believes that unisex or gender-neutral bathrooms are unnecessary. We will prove that there is no need for gender-neutral or unisex bathrooms because family bathrooms are open to anyone disregarded of gender or sex. We will prove that people should feel comfortable and safe in bathrooms, and if they aren't, they can use the family bathroom. People, especially students, have the right to feel safe in a bathroom. In 2012, Christopher Hambrook assaulted women in 2 homeless shelters in Toronto, gaining access by falsely claiming he was a trans woman. State law had changed earlier that year to recognize self-declared gender identity. In 2014, he was found guilty of sexual assault and criminal harassment. Think about that.
You got to say your previous line, and then you'll remember your next one.
Although some people may be telling the truth about their gender, some people may be not. This story shows that people could be lying about their gender to get into inappropriate places. We cannot take that chance as people will be negatively affected by it. Gender-neutral bathrooms are an invasion of privacy. Protecting students from inappropriate exposure to the opposite sex is not only perfectly legal, but it's a school district's duty. ADF legal counsel Matt Sharp said in a statement, letting boys into girls' locker rooms and restrooms is an invasion of privacy and a threat to student safety. Letting boys into girls' locker rooms and bathrooms and girls into boys' locker rooms and bathrooms is so obviously an invasion of privacy. Though some people may classify as a boy or a girl, does not mean that they should just be allowed anywhere they want. People may be uncomfortable with the opposite sex in their bathroom or locker room. People have the right to feel safe in a bathroom. Gender-neutral bathrooms are an invasion of privacy, and unisex bathrooms make people uncomfortable.
Good job, my man. All right, good job. 3 blows. What do you do well? Jacob. Really good voice and like very calm voice. Very good. What else? 2 more. Yeah. That info was very good too. 1 more, Lauren. No, not yet. The pacing was very good. You weren't speeding. Most people are going a little too fast. I thought your pacing was really good. Good job, my man. All right, claps for both teams. Good job, good job. Head on out to the Commons. Get your rebuttals together. Let's get Lauren's team here, Aiden's team here. Lauren's up at the mic. Luke, how'd you feel? I know you were worried about it. What's that? Well,
No, you're not.
Claps for Lauren. And Lauren, why don't you wait till Emily shuts the door behind her, and then you can start after that. Cool. And then I will. Yes, you'll see it with your eyes. Perfect. Smile with those eyes. Oh. I got her. Perfect. You'll be on the gram too. All right. Feeling good? You're gonna crush. You'll crush. All right. Go for it whenever you're ready.
Studies have shown that with armed security guards in schools, the percentage of school shootings have gone down. Even though ever since the 2012 massacre of first graders, this issue still seems to bother some people. December 14, 2012, 26 dead, 2 injured. After murdering his mother at their home, Adel Lanza fatally shot 20 first graders, 6 adults, and injured 2 at Sandy Hook Elementary School before taking his own life. It was one of the deadliest school shootings in the U.S. history. Notice how we are still here in 2020, and some people still seem to think this is an issue. Lauren Musu-Goulet and her team have been taking data from the schools that have armed security and when they did not have it. This data shows that having armed security helps the safety of students and teachers. I will now be explaining why having armed security helps increase response time and is easier for police officers. Having armed security will help increase response time. The New York State School Boards Association says that armed security can help respond faster to crisis and can help deter the acts of violence before they can happen. This helps with the safety of schools that don't have nearby law enforcement. This can get them the help they need right away. Let's say someone entered a school full of innocent children. Would you want them to suffer and have no one there to help? Having these armed guards would help anyone who got hurt if they did, start to search the intruder and call the police to come help. Once the police get to the location, they take over and the security becomes back. A study by Jeff Asher explains many encounters with the police where they've not shown up in time to help people in crisis. Having armed security on campus or school grounds would cut that time to 0. So let's say someone does get hurt. First, the guards have to go through training. Second, let's say they saw someone get hurt right as it happened. They should either be with someone else for backup, or the other guards will be around the whole school or any entrances the intruder might run out. The security can help the injured person by applying pressure to the wound and making sure to control the bleeding. They wouldn't just be there for their safety, they would also be there for the extra help or backup. Having armed security guards would be so much help towards the police officers trying to the call of the intruder. Having these guards would help to not cause more things to happen, including vandalism, sexual assault, and fights. These things can be really hard on the students, so having a little more extra help or control would be very helpful towards them. Studies have shown that armed guards help with these kind of problems going on in urban schools. PTA.org states that SROs and/or armed security guards help decrease school violence, including school shootings and fights. Armed security would be beneficial towards the responding officers because then when the officers get to the scene, they already know what's going on, they know the important details and information, and then they would take it under control. They would get the information and start a plan to A, find any suspects or anyone who saw the person, B, help anyone the security guards did not get to, and C, making sure the perimeter is clear and everyone is safe. In conclusion, let's not forget about the massacre of 20 innocent 6-year-olds and 6 teachers. Michael Ray shows a horrifying story of these 26 innocent lives. Having armed guards will be a phenomenal help and will stop this terrible act of violence going on around the U.S. Having these guards can save so many innocent lives, including children, adults, and the people you care most about. That story that was in my speech happened 8 years ago this week. Those kids would have been starting high school this year, but instead they can't live that moment and make the memories because there was no safety in their school.
Oh, standing ovation even. I love it. All right, good things, Bob. Good things that Lauren did. So 3 glows.
Achieve great posture.
Great posture. Yeah. 2 more. Yeah. Lots of confidence. Brady, what else? Good tone. I thought you did a great job. Nothing to be worried about. Did you feel better once you started?
Yeah, like 30 seconds in.
Yeah. Tell Ella. Please tell Ella that, please. All right. Come on up. Claps for Aiden. And then so you should be listening, right? For Aiden, you should be trying to isolate his 3 arguments, right? So what are you writing with it on? I don't have time to wait for you though. Okay, so we're starting right away. All right, I'm gonna get your picture. Cool. All right, there we go. And then you start when you're ready, my man. If the bell rings, stay. Do you know about how many minutes your speech is? Perfect. If the bell rings, it probably won't, but if it does, stay where you're at. Okay? Go for it, man.
I believe that we should not use school security because it is dangerous, stressful, and ineffective. Plus, there could be false alarms which can cause security abuse. Because the truth is, when a kid says something stupid in the heat of the moment, the response from the school police officer can punish more badly than the school counselor. Some things that police officers do are a little brutal sometimes. And research shows that fewer than 1% of the kids in the country carry similar threats. You can't argue with research, so why do you need all the armed guards and cameras and enough detectors? For one, cause stress for something that has little chance of happening. Besides, teachers can lock windows and tell kids what to do and where to go, because all teachers are required to go through safety protocols. And veterans are being hired to patrol campus with armor and semi-automatic rifles. The presence of a school officer, the normal can spark rumors about danger and cause stress. Also, policies and armed guards often get confused with disciplinary rules in schools. And in some schools, they'll try clear book bags with metal detectors and teach with firearms just in case. And children as young as 5 and 6 are forced to cower behind lockers while men in black fire off blanks and shell threats for school shooting safety practice. This sounds like anarchy, does it not? Children of this age get traumatized every day by the extreme levels of security. Plus, at Sandy Hook School, they have fake blood sometimes, and sometimes don't get students advanced warming or notified parents. School security has no place in schools. All it does is cause stress and cause people to get confused. And our opponents want this to happen to kids every single day. Besides, isn't school supposed to be a happy place?
Good job. All right, 3 glows. We need to go. 3 glows. Brady. What else? 2 more. Kevin. You did not get distracted when a herd of 8th graders came in. Good job. And pacing was very well rehearsed. Amazing job. If you did a speech today, stick around. If not, get out of here. Closings and rebuttals tomorrow.
Oh, great.
All right, come on over here. Yes. 3 tomorrow, then 1 on Monday. All right, very good job. Nice things to go. Thank you.
Is there anybody on?
Take it again because you had the wrong.
One person. Hi, one
Oh,
person.
okay. Well, I think that was wrong. All right, so very good job. Proud of all of you. I thought you were really well rehearsed. I could tell, and you were looking up most of the time. So passionate. You knew like every line. Totally memorized. Very good job. You were great with your pacing. You were really kind of slow and very professional. Yours was very good as well. I liked how it was very well written. And then it was also, you're not the loudest in class, but that's a good job here. Luke, it was a great job because I know you were nervous having to do an argument that you disagree with, but I thought that went really well. Right? Then Lauren, I know you were super nervous, but I thought you crushed it. All of you got at least a secure, a bunch you got exceeded. So like, you all just crushed it. All right, good job. Thank you for taking it seriously because I could tell every one of you practiced it fine. Well, then you faked well.